Multiple births occur whenever more than one baby comes into life, such as twins, quadruple, quintuples, as well as triplets are all prone to these groups of multiple births, which are important to be tackled medically from the points of view of various angles. Multiple births. There are a couple of ways in which the occurrence of multiple births comes into play. There is an option of more than a solitary egg gets fertilized with division into a couple of or more encounters of fetuses during the very first week of fertilization syndrome. Fraternal or dizygotic multiples are formed and produced from the repository of more than an egg, as well as more than one fluid. What it indicates is the genes start looking akin to genetic makeup, which bring about formation of a solitary egg and fluid. This is also indicative of the fact that these have similarities in looking at various types of egg and fluid, as well as siblings. The multiples of children have the tendency to be similar to the phenomenon occurring all over the world and have not undergone transformation over a period of time. Your probabilities are between 1 in 300 or 275. The chances of having fraternal twins are much greater in 2 in 100. Your chances of encountering triplets are in solitary number out of 7,000. Similarly, probabilities of quadruplets are a solitary number in 700,000, and for quintuplets are a solitary number in 70 million or more. Multiple births. If your doctor ponders over a fact that whenever your uterus of a larger size than the average during a time which involves the process of pregnancy, she may have to probably place reliance on a sonography or an ultrasound for the purposes of carrying multiples. More than 3/4 of all multiple factors are properly diagnosed from the point of view of second trimester. What you may have to do is to mitigate a greater risk for the purposes of carrying on multiples, and you may have to frequently visit your doctor without any hesitation. A word of caution is that you should eat a lot more than a solitary baby's carriage. Pregnancy process is a long process. You should carry out a lot of rest, as you can help feeling better for each other. You should also volunteer for the purposes of help after the birth in this process. Friends, neighbors as well as nearby relatives will find their opportunities to visit you on these occasions. Before your babies are born, you have to decide the place for the purposes of inducing sleep, as well as taking care of their feedings through the bottle mode or the other mode, including the type of stroller which makes a sensible appearance. To conclude, what happens in multiple births can be answered by consulting by a proper doctor or a gynecologist or an obstetrician for the purposes of taking care of various births. At the same time, including their detection through sonography and ultrasound for the purposes of taking timely action. This can be achieved in the most hygienic fashion.